Welcome back to EMS Incident Command. Today, we have an important topic to discuss. In the field of EMS, fire, and other first responder and healthcare fields, burnout is a very real challenge we face. Our work is among the most stressful, yet it's also incredibly rewarding. We are so good at taking care of others and terrible at taking care of ourselves. To continue helping others, including our loved ones, we must prioritize our own mental health and well-being first. In this video, you will learn how to recognize, prevent, and deal with burnout, equipping you with the tools to care for yourself and your coworkers. Let's get started. It's crucial to be able to recognize the warning signs of burnout. By identifying these signs early on, we can take proactive steps towards healing and rejuvenation. Here are some common indicators that suggest you or someone you know may be experiencing burnout. Chronic exhaustion and fatigue, both physical and emotional. Decreased motivation and interest in work. Increased cynicism and negativity. Reduced job satisfaction. Difficulty concentrating and making decisions. Decreased empathy. Withdrawing from social activities and isolating yourself. Increased irritability, anger, and frustration. Frequent headaches, stomachaches, or other physical symptoms that can be attributed to burnout. Changes in sleep patterns and appetite. Increased use of alcohol or other pharmacological agents. Increased risky behaviors, out of character. Distraction and avoidance are two common coping mechanisms that we as first responders may employ in dealing with burnout. While distraction and avoidance may seem similar, there are distinct differences between the two. Distraction involves temporarily diverting attention away from the stressors through engaging activities or hobbies, allowing a brief respite from overwhelming emotions. On the other hand, avoidance involves deliberately avoiding or ignoring the sources of stress, often leading to a temporary sense of relief. However, while distraction can provide a healthy break and help recharge, avoidance tends to perpetuate the underlying issues and prevent a meaningful resolution. It is important to recognize when we are engaging in avoidance behaviors and to instead strive to cultivate healthier coping skills. By addressing the root causes of burnout and actively working towards holistic well-being, we can navigate the demands of our roles with resilience, thus leading to holistic well-being. Here are some examples of avoidant behaviors. Consuming alcohol or substances as a means of escapism. Withdrawing from social interactions and isolating yourself. Neglecting self-care routines, such as sleep, exercise, and healthy eating. Mentally disengaging from work responsibilities and displaying apathy towards your patients. Avoiding conversations or discussions about burnout or mental health. Ignoring or suppressing emotions related to work-related stress instead of seeking appropriate outlets for expression. Denial of the presence of burnout or dismissing its impact in ourselves and those around us. Now, let's look at some examples of distraction behaviors. Engaging in hobbies or recreational activities to temporarily shift focus. Watching movies or TV shows to take the mind off work-related stress. Listening to music or podcasts to create a sense of relaxation. Participating in physical exercise or sports to release tension and boost mood. Reading books for pleasure. Taking nature walks and spending time outdoors to reconnect with the present moment. You may have heard of forest bathing. Connecting with friends and loved ones. Playing video games or solving puzzles to stimulate cognitive diversion. Attending social events or cultural activities to experience moments of enjoyment. Traveling or exploring new places as a means of broadening horizons and gaining perspective. While distraction can provide temporary relief, it is important to address the underlying causes of burnout and prioritize self-care. Consider speaking to a mental health professional who specializes in trauma and stress-related issues. They can offer guidance, strategies, and resources tailored to your unique situation. Keep in mind that seeking help is not only beneficial for you but also to your loved ones and for those you serve. Asking for help is an act of self-care and compassion towards ourselves and those around us. You deserve support, understanding, and healing. If talking to a professional feels like too much for you, first responder peer counseling or texting a help hotline can feel less overwhelming. We will add a list of free and confidential resources, specifically tailored for first responders in fire and EMS at the end of this video and in the description. Now that we understand the signs, let's talk about prevention and self-care. As first responders, we give so much to others, but we must remember that we can't pour from an empty cup. Self-care is about finding balance and nourishing ourselves physically, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. Engage in activities that bring you joy and relaxation, such as hobbies, exercise, spending time in nature, fun classes, self-care, or pursuing creative outlets. Practice mindfulness and relaxation techniques, like deep breathing, yoga, or meditation. Prioritize healthy sleep and nutrition. And most importantly, don't forget to seek support and connection with your loved ones and colleagues. Yes, team building is extremely important in our field. We need to get to know each other to trust each other. Plan and organize team building activities. Check with your department or union to see what organized activities they have planned out or sporting teams you could join. Here are some skills that we can use when we suspect we are experiencing burnout. Start by identifying the trigger or event that has led to the onset of burnout symptoms or feelings of distress. It could be a particularly challenging call, a stressful work situation, or a cumulative buildup of stress over time or from working too much. Recognize and manage intense emotions that arise from burnout. Practice techniques such as deep breathing, grounding exercises, and labeling emotions to bring awareness and create a sense of control. Develop skills to tolerate distressing situations without resorting to unhealthy coping mechanisms. Utilize techniques like self-soothing, distraction, or engaging in activities that bring comfort and relaxation. When faced with stressful situations, consistent training, drilling, and continuing education can help lessen the stress we face during difficult emergency situations, allowing us to learn new pathways to cope with those stressors. Foster supportive relationships with your colleagues and nurture a sense of camaraderie. Engage in open and honest communication, share work experiences, and lean on one another for support during challenging calls. Reach out to trusted colleagues, friends, or family members to discuss your feelings and experiences. Consider joining support groups or seeking professional therapy to gain additional guidance and perspective. Cultivate present moment awareness and non-judgmental acceptance of thoughts, feelings, and sensations. Practice mindfulness meditation, engage in mindful activities, and embrace self-compassion to alleviate burnout symptoms. Sometimes, despite our best efforts, burnout may occur. Accept the reality of burnout and its impact on your well-being without judgment or resistance. Embrace radical acceptance as a tool to let go of what cannot be changed and focus on taking positive steps towards healing and recovery. Take note of the emotional and physical responses experienced during the trigger event and throughout the burnout process. These can include feelings of frustration, cravings, sadness, exhaustion, irritability, or physical symptoms such as headaches or stomach aches. Create an action plan based on common causes of burnout. Set realistic goals and timelines for incorporating these new coping mechanisms into daily practice. By planning ahead, you can reduce the impact of stressors on your mental health. This may include not taking that extra shift in order to achieve a healthy work-life balance. No one has to suffer alone. Implementing these skills is an ongoing process. Be patient and kind with yourself. As leaders, it is our responsibility to foster an environment of well-being and care for those we lead. We can empower our teams to recognize and manage burnout through education and compassion. Together, we can break the stigma surrounding burnout and create a culture that promotes well-being for all first responders. Stay strong, stay resilient, and keep making a difference. Don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel for more leadership and EMS educational videos. Until next time.